So in this video we will use wave texture for our table over here, and basically we need to create these lines and guess what, Blender has us covered. So before we start, we need to install Node Wrangler. If we come over here to edit preferences, I think it's in add-ons, Node, yeah, Node Wrangler. We need to install this. If it's installed, you just need to check it, make sure it's enabled, and that is it. Now let's come back to our table and assign a new material, rename it to wood texture. Select this principal BSDF, take this input and search wave texture. Yours won't show it like this, so you will have to type wave, or you can also add it by Shift A, search wave, or Shift A under shaders. I think it's under shaders, and no, not shaders, colors, maybe, no, textures. Under textures, you can add our wave texture like this, and then plug color to color, and then we have something like this. These lines are currently facing the wrong way, so let's switch our axis, this X axis, to Y. Now we have something going on here. While our wave texture is still selected, we need to press Ctrl T. This will add mapping and a texture coordinate node, and this will be done by our Node Wrangler add-on. I guess someone got tired of adding these nodes manually, so he created a script for all of us to use, and that too for free. Kudos, man. Mapping node will allow us to move, rotate, or scale our texture. And this coordinate node, this tells Blender where to generate our textures from. For example, if we press Ctrl Shift T, this will allow us to view our textures, and generated will generate our texture from the bounding box of the object, and specifically from this side. And what is a bounding box? Bounding box is this invisible box that we can come over here and visualize it if we want to. Bounds. If we do this, this is the bounding box of our table. Blender uses this for computational purposes, and this is very handy when we go into the rigid bodies or in collisions or anything. So generated option will scale our texture from here. This option will take into account the normals of the object. UV option will take into account the UVs of our object. And if we plug this object option, this will take into account our pivot point, origin point, you can say that. So yeah, this will be the major difference between object and generated. Generated will generate from here, and object will generate from here. This will take into account the normals of our object, and this will, if we UV unwrap our object, then we can plug this like here. So let's quickly create our texture now. So currently we are getting this black and white lines, and we want to further manipulate these lines. So for this, we will add Shift A, search color ramp, COLOR ramp, and we will add it here. This color ramp allows us to push these black and white values closer, and you can see what is happening over here. If I push my black values over here, these white ones get smaller, and vice versa. I need to make these black one lines a little thinner, just like something like this. Let's try this. And now we also need to give them a color. So we can come over here at this bottom part, select here and pick this icon and choose our brown color, and then so it's kind of black and brown. Right, now I cannot, let's make it a little, I want it to be brownish of sorts, so I'll be back when I'm done with it, with the coloring. Yeah, so these are the colors I have applied to our color ramp. So for first slider, hex code will be 161411, and for this one we have 2D2821. So now we have something like this, but these are rather straight, and over here we can assume there must be some sort of distortion because these lines are never straight. So let's distort these. If we come over here, you can see we have a scale option. This will scale or descale everything. So let's put it to default value. Then we have distortion value. Like you can see, we can distort things. So we need to distort it a little. Let's say 1, and then this distortion scale we can make it something like this, or let's increase the let's try increasing the distortion. I think something like this looks okay. And so yeah, this is the final part that I settled for, scale and distortion. I changed this phase offset because this was coming over here and these lines were showing over here, and I did not wish to UV unwrap this, so this helped. You can see I reduced a little roughness, and that is it. So I will let it be, and let's link these materials, link materials. So we have this. Now come over to this tab, this material tab, and over here where it says 2, this means 2 objects are using this same material. We will change this to single user, and now this becomes wood texture 001. We will rename it wood texture dot legs, and now I can remove my wave texture. If I press Control and left click, this will remove my wave texture, and then I will add mapping node to this one, color ramp. Oh, okay, sorry. We will, what is happening? Why are they sharing the same color? Oh no. Oh no. Let's undo it a little. So yeah, make sure to select your table legs first, because I ended up deleting all of these. So I don't want, in this second texture which we have isolated and created another texture. This one is wood texture, this one is wood textures. I renamed them differently, so let's rename this wood texture, and this one wood texture dot legs. And yeah, so for this one I just want to keep the color coding. Let's put it like this, and I do not wish to add my wave texture to it, so just plug our mapping here like this object, and we need to add our color ramp back, and we also need to give this goldish or silver color to our base of our table leg. So let's select our original leg and select this base, this face, and press Control plus plus, and and plus one more time, and add a new texture over here, new slot, give it name silver, and assign. And let's select this. So I've not changed anything. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, that is it for this video. We have textured over this table and its legs. Control S, save.